Good morning. Thanks for being with us. It's one of those days between Christmas and New Year's, and nobody knows which day of the week it is.
No.
I don't, that's for sure.
I know it feels like Tuesday, but I don't think it is.
I don't think it is.
I think it's Wednesday. I think we made it to Wednesday. Nice to see you.
Nice to be here with you, Brian. It's the first time I've ever hosted with Brian.
Well, listen, let's have some fun this morning. Well, besides all the other things that we have to do, we'll have some fun.
Absolutely.
Good Christmas?
It was a great Christmas.
Excellent.
Lovely,
Good.
lovely few days off.
Good.
So
Yep.
good to be back.
Yep. And here we are back at it, and we're all back at it here this morning. Emily's in.
Yeah.
Back where I
Steve's
belong.
in.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah, Steve and I are both in green here this morning, but
Yeah, you're matching.
Steve, you can't see his shoes. They are the brightest blue running
They are.
shoes you have ever seen.
We love them.
They're
Steve
brown
in his
dress
blue
shoes.
suede shoes.
Yeah. And Emily, we missed your clippity-cloppity
Oh, yes, my running into the
coming in
studio.
this morning. Yeah, usually it's on a bit of a trot. But you were here nice and early. What have you got planned for us this morning? We got chit-chat coming back.
I've got
on.
some good entertainment. We're going to talk about the top pop culture stories of 2022. So you're going to be entertained by these for sure.
Okay.
Very nice.
All right, good.
And Steve, what's coming up in weather?
All right. What time is it? Where's the clock? Oh, there
Oh,
it is.
boy.
It's way over there. Why isn't it there? It's coming up
yeah.
on 6:48, and Emily joins us with this
Hi.
morning's chit chat.
I'm back where I belong. Yesterday I was you, and it wasn't,
It's all
you know.
confusing this
Right.
week, but
It really was. It's like who's supposed to be where?
How'd you guys do with sports today, okay?
Yeah,
was
we were.
okay.
I think
Was it
we
better
were-
than
yeah,
yesterday?
I think it was
Okay,
better. Yeah, we
that's
didn't
good.
make too many mistakes
yeah,
on names.
pronouncing those names. woo,
Sports names
I
is like,
know.
oh my goodness.
we need
okay.
Tim back for that.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, well, I've got some good news, some interesting news, and a little bit of bad news, but we'll get to that later
Okay,
on today.
all
Dolly Parton is working on a new album, but it's not following the singer's usual musical style. You know, I'm not a huge country fan, but I'm a Dolly Parton fan
Sure.
because she's
Absolutely.
such a wonderful, iconic person.
If anybody can do the switch like that, she can do it. She can do it.
I'm
No problems
interested to
whatsoever.
see how this is gonna, come together and
Yep.
look and sound.
I
It's
think
gonna be
people will
awesome.
buy it just because it's Dolly Parton.
Yeah,
Exactly. And
absolutely.
she has no worries. She's already in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So
She
it's
has
not
nothing
like-
to prove.
That's right. Exactly.
And like her outfit?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Dolly.
You gotta do
Stellar.
it.
This.
Yeah.
All right, well, Canadian-born director James Cameron is rethinking the use of guns in his films. Guns have played a central role in his films, from Terminator to the most recent Avatar.
Right.
After
yeah.
the White Church,
Well, that's-
Christchurch
Right.
massacre.
Yeah.
They tightened them up. So, I mean, good for him.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Thank you for
interesting to
that.
think of how, portraying guns in films may glamorize them, and it's interesting to see,
Yeah, and
huge
the fact
names
that he,
like that.
yeah, and he cut, a good 10 minutes out of Avatar sequel
Yes,
just
yeah.
because he didn't want the ugliness to be portrayed. And I don't know, are you car people? Are
Yes.
you a car guy?
Yes.
Brian
yes.
is.
Oh, my
See,
God.
I didn't know this because I'm still new. Oh, well, Brian, maybe you can get this one.
I'd love to.
A one-of-a-kind vehicle is going up for grabs, but it will not come cheap.
Look at that.
Yeah, my son would love this too. Bugatti. The car could be worth up to $8 million.
Whoa.
The
Okay,
auction's February
let me get
1st
my
in
wallet
Paris.
out. Where's my wallet? Where's my wallet?
You forgot
mine.
it at home.
Brian
mine.
just peels into work in his Bugatti.
Yeah, really.
Well, that's it, but I've got lots
Okay.
more coming up next hour.
All right, let's get
Okay,
over
thanks,
to Steve.
Emily. Good morning. Thanks for being with us on this Wednesday morning. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Kelly. Yep, Tim and Annette are off, and I always have to say they're off, and some say completely. So they're off for the
So
remaining.
it's us today, whether you like it or not.
That's right. Here we are. Yep. And Emily is here as usual this
Yes,
morning, back
and
in
Steve.
chit chat, and we'll be talking. And Steve is also here this morning, in for me. So,
Emily,
lots-
what's coming up?
Yeah, lots going on.
Oh, there's so much pop culture news right now because we're wrapping up, 2022. So everybody is talking about all the things that we remember. Now, if I said to you guys, the slap, would you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Forget.
yeah.
Right? Of course. Probably one of the biggest moments in television history. So
Yeah.
we'll recap all of those moments coming up.
Cool.
right.
And
Okay.
Liliana and I are just about to unpack this beautiful package. Gorgeous. We're at the Olive Board Charcuterie and Wine Bar here in Ancaster. And not only do you guys offer such wonderful dine-in experience, you get takeout so you can look like you've done it all yourself at home.
You can. We try to make it easy for you.
That's
right.
amazing. Now, it comes in this beautiful box. It's easy to look at, but what happens when I get home and I want to do it like I've actually put it together, not
I
you?
know, and people get intimidated by putting a board together, and it's really not any chore. It's just a matter of, I never have a specific way that I do it.
Okay.
I kind of like it just being different every time.
Okay.
But the easiest way when you get home is to open up the box. So you've got all your goodies in there. So we've made it easy for you. Everything's already there.
Okay.
Some people ask, like, if some people will serve it, say they're having a party and they have to pick it up, but they need it earlier than we're open. We've had this a little bit on the holidays where people aren't going to use it right away. So we actually will box the crackers and the breads and stuff separate so that they can
squishy, right?
And then they don't get soggy, and they can keep them out on the counter versus putting in the fridge, and everything else can go in the fridge.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
So for New Year's, that's a good thing for
New
people.
Year's, people can do that. We'll package however people want.
Okay.
But yeah, for New Year's Eve, it's a great option, especially if you're entertaining or if you're just hanging out with your significant other.
Yeah.
You just want to munch on
snack.
something,
Yeah.
and it's simple, but you don't have to go out and buy all the odds and ends because it ends up being a whole lot more than if you just buy a box.
Well, yeah, I
and-
find a lot of it goes to waste.
well, it is, because unless you're entertaining
Constantly.
exactly,
Yeah.
or a huge number of people, you you buy all these different things, but you never go through it all.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be able to order it and just kind of you get what you want, but then you eat it and you don't have to have a million leftovers in your fridge.
Yeah, because
for
you've
days.
got cheeses, you've got crackers, you've got fruit, you've got jams, you've got spreads,
Yep.
you've got, pickles.
Yeah,
you've got
so everything is in there that you could possibly want, and we have different options for boards too, so people can pick and choose what kind of meats and cheeses make them happy.
Okay.
So for this board, what I usually would do if I was to get a board and want to put it on an actual board or a platter or whatever. You don't have to have a board. I mean, that's what we do here, but I mean, you don't have to. I would start by probably taking out the grapes, and you're going to see things are going to start to dismantle here.
Yep.
Take out the tapenades and the spreads. I try to get the messy stuff first. You've got your cheeses, and some of them are a little bit easier, and I will kind of just put them on each side of the board.
Okay.
Nothing-
I need to stop you here
Yeah.
because we've got to go to a quick break. But
no problem.
I want to see what this looks like, the finished project. And when we come back, that is exactly what we're going to show you. And we'll show you how you can kind of pull it off like you've done it yourself. And
Perfect.
More on Morning Live in just a few moments.
It's time for Chit Chat.
Dramatic.
Lean in, chit chat.
Hi, guys.
Hey, hi. What have you got for us this hour?
Hi.
Something good as usual?
Always something
Always.
good, Brian. Come
Okay,
on.
I knew it.
Welcome to Chit Chat. It's been a good year. It's been a long year. Elon Musk took to the stage with Twitter.
Yes.
Tom Cruise
Yes.
made a comeback.
Uh-huh.
BTS went into training, and Tom Brady faked retirement. But it's kind of true. But the biggest pop culture moment of 2022 had to have been the slap. I mean, and I didn't even include like Heidi Klum dressing up as a worm for
Oh,
Halloween.
that was good.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah,
that
was
would
a
have been
good
a
one.
that would
I
have been
didn't
the choice.
include the death of the Queen.
Yes,
'cause that was
exactly.
huge.
Yeah.
Meghan and Harry and their docu-series.
Uh-huh.
I could literally
Yeah.
sit on this couch for the next 45 minutes and go through all the different events.
I
I'm
think
go-
the biggest thing, not the best thing certainly, but the biggest jaw-dropping moment was that slap, like you mentioned. That
Yeah.
was everyone was talking about that for days.
It's still I like when you showed that I still can't watch it. It's like
It's
no, I
painful.
don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I
I
don't want to.
know, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, it really is, yeah.
Well, this is kind of funny. If you've ever had a dance battle with anyone, make it a boss or a teacher or maybe a co-worker, these students challenged their teacher to a dance-off between exams, right? Because it's like, you don't expect it. My kids, whenever I break it down in the kitchen, they're a little embarrassed.
like, "Oh, Mom."
Really? But then they're like, oh, Mom's got a little bit of rhythm. I'm like,
Mom can
yeah,
do
I
it.
do.
Keep them guessing.
Right?
Yep, Mom can do it.
Yeah,
All right, good for
absolutely.
you. Okay, all right.
All right, coming up after the break, Catherine Valinga joins us just in time to share some vodka-based cocktails.
And trauma counselor Catherine Clark will be here with tips on how to deal with post-holiday blues and depression.
And if you're celebrating a birthday today, you share it with singer-songwriter John Legend. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy.
Ta-da! Look what we did. And it was so easy. It just came out of a box and you look like you did it yourself at home. Leanna from the Olive Board and I are here, and I'm just about to dive into this. And what an excellent job. I mean, it looks so good after, I mean, it looked great in the box too.
I know, but you can do that at home. It's not
so
it's not
easy.
hard.
And all she did was plop, 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 ta-da! And it looks so good. Now, when it comes to what am I serving with this and like for drinks?
Well, I mean, we have, obviously, we're a wine bar, so wine is kind of our big thing, but we have an arrangement of cocktails. We have a full bar.
I'm going to snack while you're talking.
You go ahead. But for our, I've got a wobbly board.
That's okay.
For our, this board, I mean, meats and cheeses go well with so many different wines. And honestly, I always tell people to stick more with what flavor profile they like in a wine versus trying to always pair it. Just because generally, if you're not hugely into wine, but you know, okay, this is the varietal I like, you'll tend to. If you go to that one, you'll be happy. It won't matter what you have with it. So I have here featured a few different wines. These are some new wines that have just come to our menu. Some of them because there was kind of a gap in what we had. So this first one is Rioja. It's a Spanish wine. I have a couple Spanish on the menu, but this was one that kind of filled a void. Delicious. It's a Tempranillo. It's amazing. Goes great with meats and cheeses.
Okay. And these are all red.
These ones are all red. Yes,
Noticed.
I'm focused on red. But we have lots of white also, but these ones are all red.
Okay.
So this is a Spanish. This one is called Caberneo. It's an Italian. It's actually a Super Tuscan. Delicious, amazing price point, and it is a blend. So if you like a big, bold red,
I do.
like
a good nose to it.
This is a great one.
Yep.
So this is from Italy. This one also is from Italy, new to our menu. It's from a winery, a really small little winery called Il Boro in Tuscany. It's 100% Sangiovese. We do carry its big brother, Il Boro, which is actually the name of the winery, and it is a Super Tuscan, which is phenomenal, but at a much higher price point than this. So then when I found this one, I was like, you know what, I gotta bring that in. And again, we didn't have 100% Sangiovese on the menu, so we brought that one in. And then this last one is a from Argentina, and I've had
Argentinian wine.
I have people ask often, do you have any Malbecs? And we have one, but again, it's a higher end one. So this one's a little bit lower end, a little easier on the pocketbook.
Okay.
And people, so it was kind of just filling a void. So these are some new ones that we've got featured now on our menu. So it's exciting because you can come in and try new things.
And if you're, at home and you're feeling like you just don't want to do any cooking because you've done so much of it over the holidays and it's before New Year's and you're going to be hosting again on New Year's, come in, enjoy the meal, enjoy the board, enjoy the new wines, and we're going to be checking out your winter huts.
Yes.
In just a few moments. So don't go anywhere because these are super, super cool.
Good morning. Thanks for being with us. If you're just getting up, you might notice it's a little bit warmer today than
Yes,
it has
thankfully.
been. It's getting better out there.
Yeah, thankfully it's going to be a bit warmer. I'm Brian in for Tim.
I'm
Kelly
Kelly.
in for Annette. Yep.
In for Annette.
Yep.
We're
exactly.
Steve and Emily. They're
Steve
here
and Emily,
too.
I know they're here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Emily in for Emily.
Good for you. Yes, you're Emily this morning instead of doing Annette this morning.
Yes, I
which
was
is-
Annette yesterday. It's
So,
been a big confusion of
Been a
personalities.
whirlwind. Yep.
Yeah, and we're going to do another chit chat this hour.
We are going to be doing another
Okay.
chit chat this hour. We're talking about what to do with your Christmas tree when the needles start to fall, and we're going to be talking about New Year's Eve celebrations right here at CH.
Ooh,
Okay.
cool.
All right.
It's a party.
And it sounds like it's going to be mild as we head toward New Year's 2023, Steve.
How crazy is this? Sitting outside the restaurant in a chalet with Leanna from the Olive Board. Tell me a little bit about the idea of these. What was the grand idea behind putting these in?
The first, when we first put them in, it was just because we couldn't have indoor dining. So we had a very different one, and they got destroyed. So thankfully my husband is very handy, and he decided to build these for me last winter.
It's gorgeous.
And they've really taken off. People do love the experience.
I love the privacy.
It's private. You have music playing. It's really cozy at night, and we've got blankets to keep you warm. There's heaters in here. it's the ambiance, especially at night with the candles, is just really special.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
gorgeous.
people like it. They fit about 5 people, so usually it's like a couple or 2 couples that come
Yeah,
in.
or like a little
5
girls' night or
girlfriends.
something. Yeah.
Like it's they're not huge, but they're
I can definitely see it as a girls' night. What about in the summertime?
the summertime.
utilize
These
them?
come down. No, we don't. They come down, and we just have our couches and our regular patios.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because what a great experience this is. And I can imagine when the snow is falling and the lights are dimly lit and you've got Christmas lights out there. Now, New Year's, are you guys offering any kind of special hut special?
We're not doing, you know what, we're just doing regular reservations New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And we're actually, the chalets they're a popular
I was going to
request
say,
for that
do
night.
you still have any chalets
Yeah,
available?
I think we do still have a few available.
Okay. How many do you have in total?
There's 3 in total.
Okay.
So, and we do recommend people booking them. We do a $25 reservation fee.
Okay.
And we do that more that you are guaranteed your spot when you want to come in. And then
Right.
if they're open, we'll let you come in. But if
Yeah.
they're not, then you're not.
Do you have a time limit? Because I know during COVID, a lot of places restricted.
We're doing about, it's 2 hours, just the same as any other reservation.
So you can still
of our
do a
hub.
turnover if you get in at 7. And then you
Exactly.
can do a seating at 9, kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah. Typically, it's usually an earlier and
Yeah.
later kind of
Yeah.
seating. Yeah.
Oh, well, they're just gorgeous and super cozy. These blankets come with the chalet, so you don't need to bring your own. And coming up, we're going to be talking about what you see in front of us, which is this beautiful fondue. It looks really delicious. So stay with us.
Thanks.
Making me eat my vegetables too.
At least that's how things are shaping up right now. Now, let's join the brain trust on the couch.
Thank you, Steve. Yes, and chit chat time again.
Well, everything old is new again here at CHCH.
That'd be fun.
Right?
I tell you, because I remember hosting a New Year's Eve celebration here on CHCH. It has to be 30 years ago. I think it was in the early '90s. I did, and it was a lot
Did
of
you
fun.
hang
Good time?
anything off your tongue?
No, I didn't do anything like that. I can't. Oh, that's
I'm like freaked out to watch it, but
my
I
tongue
can't
just
wait to
hurts
see
thinking.
it.
Oh, you got to see it. You have to. Yeah.
Well, now that Christmas is over and you've opened up all of your gifts under the tree, you might be wondering what to do with the large needle-dropping branch. Well, the Royal Botanical Gardens wants your Christmas trees.
I like that idea. I really like that.
Instead of
That's-
just
that's
putting it
really
out
good.
at the curb and
Yeah,
letting the
exactly,
garbage men
yeah.
kind of deal with
you
it.
use the tree for just a little bit of time and it's gone. But yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, and I remember I was at Terra Greenhouses and we were kind of talking about the tree and what to do with it after. And some people they deter from getting a real Christmas tree because they're worried about, cutting a tree down. But of course, a lot of these trees are farmed for that purpose.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So then to get rid of it and to contribute in that way, I think that's pretty
great.
cool.
That is good.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Because you're vacuuming up those needles for weeks. Who are we kidding? Well, you've just wrapped up celebrating Christmas and Boxing Day, and you're anxiously waiting for New Year's. Well, while you wait, why not grab your favorite chocolate and celebrate National Chocolate Day?
Okay. Wow.
Half of that is at Christmas, I think.
I would
could
say
be.
that like 75% of it for me
be.
is at Christmas. What's your favorite Christmas chocolate? Just because it's the season.
I love the lint.
Do you really? Yes. I like it when it's a homemade chocolate that to put the little nuts in it and
Ooh,
everything.
yeah.
Not peanuts, but I can't eat peanuts. But all the other kind of nuts. Oh yeah. Ooh.
See, now you guys are making me hungry. And I'm going to throw to myself here. I went to the Olive Board yesterday, and I enjoyed a lot of food. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
Check it out.
good.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. That's the good stuff. Ooey gooey cheese. Oh, my gosh. I'm here with Leanna, and we're in the chalet at the Olive Board Charcuterie and Wine Bar in Ancaster. This is something people can get on your menu.
They can. So we've added it to our menu for the winter season. So it'll be available all winter at all 3 stores, but here it's kind of fun in the chalets.
Of course.
So we have our fondue that comes with veggies and roasted potatoes and some sausage and pickles and bread and baguette. And it's probably one of my favorite things on the menu, just because it's just kind of fun to eat and delicious.
Can you customize it?
We don't customize it. That's kind of what it comes with. That's just the way we've created it, kind of, so it has something for everyone on there.
Well, I think
But,
you guys probably have the best idea of what people would put on it in the first place.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's fun to have the raw veggies, but then we have like the warm potatoes, which people really like too. And then the meat, that's something we've never done before, was put on some meat. And I thought, a little sausage on there would be good with some hot cheese. So we added that this year.
I've heard of a meat fondue.
Yeah.
Now, if I wanted to get a charcuterie board and a fondue, would I be kind of set for the night?
You'd be set. You'd be set. I hope you brought friends, because we say our boards feed 2 to 3 people. So if you're ordering one of each, I hope you have 4 of you to enjoy, because it's a lot. But I mean, you're getting your veggies in too. So.
That's true. I know. I feel kind of good about
it's like,
the fact
yeah, you don't have to feel bad. You have your badness with the cheese, and you get some veggies in there too, and guiltless.
It's true. And you guys are open from now right until New Year's.
We are. We're open Wednesday. We're closed today still, but or no, sorry, this will be airing later. We're opening Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, regular hours.
Okay.
And then we're closed for a few days after New Year's,
After,
and then
just to give yourself a
we'll
break.
be regular hours again.
Okay, and the chalets, they're going to be staying open until, when do you usually tear them down?
Usually they stay open when the weather starts turning. Like, we'll keep them open until it gets too hot. What happens? It gets too warm to be out here.
Right.
So then it's usually April.
I was going to say, because there's that weird kind of season where it's kind of, it's getting there, but it's not quite warm enough. So I guess these come in handy.
They do, because it's not quite patio season. And the nice thing about here is that if people do have a day where they want patio, they can get that. But then if it's not so great, they can still have
if it's
this.
starting to rain or something, they can come into the chalet, and they can get away from bugs too.
Exactly.
No mosquitoes.
No, exactly.
Well, this is a great little spot. If you come here, you can reserve a chalet. They've got 3 of them for New Year's Eve. If you just want to do something kind of low key but still go out, what a great option.
Yeah, we've got options.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for having us.
No problem.
I've had a great time. I'm having lots of snacks. Charcuterie boards, fondue boards, a great wine selection here at the bar. Check them out. You've got 3 different locations.
I do.
Wow.
One in Grimsby here, and one in Waterloo.
Busy lady. All right. I'm digging back in again.